Hello, our board games. I want to show you how you can play board games in Anyland, which is a VR, a virtual reality sandbox universe. So what you're seeing here is a area called Medievalist, and it's actually a spin-off of the game Dominion. And we have the cards here, which I recreated. And to move a whole stack, you just put both fingers next to it and hold down the trigger. And you can also shake like this by wildly shaking both of your hands, and then you can pick individual cards just like this. In this case, we have the rules somewhere near the palm trees, and we have the action cards you can choose nearby so you can carry them to the table. Now, if you are born into any land, you click your ring and then areas to see all the areas available, and if you click the search icon, then you can search for game or, for example, Chinese chess, which is an area a Chinese person made, and I will teleport there now. If you want to follow, you can follow. And here I am in the area made by Nebula. And everything you can see in Anyland is actually made by the people right from within Anyland using very simple tools like this. You hit create thing and then you just drag shapes into the world, colorize them like this if you want, and then when you save, it's visible to everybody and can be moved in the area. Now here we have the rules for Chinese chess. And we have the tables where you can sit down to play here. So if you have some friends who also have the Oculus Rift or the HTC Vive or a Windows mixed reality set, you can invite them here to play with you. You can also explore using desktop mode by just pressing WASD, but you cannot create in desktop mode. And for playing, we would recommend something where you have touch controllers to move your hands. Now I want to show you very briefly how to create something that is then movable by non-editors. So I happen to be editor in this area, which means I see the create thing button, and I also see change things. And change things means I can permanently move furniture, but in this case I don't want to permanently move something. I actually want to make it movable for everybody visiting the area. So I hit create thing, I drag out some shapes, and then I hit ... here. I page through the options and I pick movable. And if I save now and I tick off change things, you can see it's still movable in non-editor mode. And this is how you create board game pieces. You can then also upload your own textures if you want to make cards. And there's a lot of tutorials which you can find by clicking the I on the main dialog. And here we have Nicolas Cage shrunk to a tiny person, which is something you can do in the Me options. Just click on my size here. And this is very useful if you want to create a tabletop game. So like Dungeons and Dragons, we also have some fantasy areas. Nick, off the top of your head, do you know any fantasy tabletop area? And he just changed to a pickle.
So if we go, if we find pen in your friends menu.
Right. So Penn, who's actually Pendleton Ward, the Adventure Time creator, is also an Anyland creator, an Anyland fan and loyal creator here, and he made a D&D area. So I'm looking for him. D&D cabin. Okay, so let me just jump to there.
And it's D and then the and symbol.
Okay, I got it. Thank you. I go there now. D&D cabin. So this was created by Pendleton, and it's called Dungeons and what? Dranyland Guns or something? Oh yeah, Dungeons and Dranyland Guns. So here you have the table, and if you then shrink yourself, if you're not Games Master, you can play right on the table. Let me just jump onto the table, go to me, ... my size, and enter, for example, 3%. And now I've shrunk myself and I'm a tiny person, and the games master could then be at the top and modify the area or roll the dice or anything. Anyland also has an in-world VR scripting language, very simple. When touched, then do this. When looked at, then do that. So that's very simple to set up games. And that was a very, very quick rundown. We hope you join us in Anyland and then we can explain much more to you. Bye bye, and thank you, Pickle. And there's a giant Frash. Okay, bye bye.